Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And we are underway in London. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Here's Hall once more. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brees Hall with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Even after the penalty, they'll just move it up and kick the PAT from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Now it's McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Ready up.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready. Go.
From the 46. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Here we go. Good.
Off play action, it's Fields. On target to his man Taylor. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Here we go.
Hall running between the tackles. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's on the move. Oh, he loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Go. We got it. Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. Down to the 10. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Xavier Gibson now to return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. shotgun, Fields. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Fields on first down. And in, touchdown, New York! Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. McCarthy throwing here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. That big 4th down call is how we... We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hopkinson reels it in. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. Able to get it to Moore. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
3rd down, here's Jones. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on 4th down. McCarthy to throw for it. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
On the move, headed right. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Second down carry for Jones. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Smith able to put it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll go right side with Hall. And he gets taken down immediately. The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Fields on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now it's Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. A give left side for Hall. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Finds his target, Hall. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Britain. The Jets hoping to grow their lead before halftime. 1st down throw for Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Go. Here we go.
Fields to throw it. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Hall crosses the goal line. Touchdown, New York! The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brees Hall with the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Jets push their lead to 18. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go now.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
He breaks a tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. So that brings up 2nd down. McCarthy looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. He's on the move. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Smith able to put it through. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. On the return, here's Jones. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. 2 quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. On the return, here's Jones. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Second down now, 7 to go. Off play action, it's Fields. Headed out right. Got his man, that's Zay Jones. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Here we go.
Paul takes it straight ahead. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Takes off right out of the read option. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game. Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Badgley able to knock it through. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 47. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Has the connection to Jones. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Working quickly here. First and 10, here's McCarthy. Moore's got it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. The Jets get there and bring him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Up, let's go. West right, hit. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Go.
Running this with Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go. You good? Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. And that's completed right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go, son. Right.
Now it's Fields. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. toward the sideline, and he's got it. 30. Gets the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. So a pivotal moment for the Vikings as they go for two.
Let's go now.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Gibson now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, son.
Fields on first down. Getting out to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Hits him on the out route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down throw for Fields. Got Everett, and it's complete. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings cut the lead down to just 2. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-six as it's sent away. Gibson now to return. And look at this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Don't jump. Ready?
They give on second to Hall. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. This one intended for the running back. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go, son. Yeah.
They'll run for it with Hall. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Good.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
All gets it again on second down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Jets up by just a couple of points. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
They go right back to Hall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Here we go, son. Right.
Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Hall once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Hall running between the tackles. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! So the win goes to the Jets. And their trip across the pond, a fruitful one, Brock, as they claim the victory.
I sit on the corner and shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.